Marcus Aurelius was the emperor of Rome during the 2nd century AD, the last in a line of 5 emperors known to have ruled Rome with authority, humanity, and competence. During his tenure, the Roman Empire suffered from a severe pandemic in the form of Antonine Plague that broke out in 165 and devastated the population of the Roman Empire, causing the deaths of 5 million people. In the face of disaster, instead of worrying and panicking or fleeing away like the other wealthy officials, Aurelius advocated a calm rationalism and kept Rome together. He passed legislation subsidizing the cost of funerals to keep bodies from piling up in the streets. When the army was short on recruits, conscripted gladiators. When the army could not pay the cost of new soldiers needed to replace the dead, he sold off his imperial possessions to finance the effort. Instead of worrying, he was able to see a problem, solve it, then see another problem, and solve that one too, without giving way to panic. During his rule, Aurelius found the time to construct a series of autobiographical writings, now known as the Meditations. These meditations are regarded as some of the greatest works of philosophy, which is why in this video we'll be using some of his wisdom as motivation to help keep you from worrying and stressing too much about the ongoing pandemic, as well as all the other things that we tend to worry about in our everyday modern lives. Number 1. Everything is just history repeating. Marcus Aurelius, the revered Stoic philosopher, poignantly reminds us that no matter what transpires, it is all but a repetition of what has come before. It's the same old thing from one end of the world to the other, he says. Fills the history books, ancient and modern, and the cities and the houses too. Nothing new at all. This timeless wisdom invites us to view our current challenges through the lens of historical patterns. In our present age, we are understandably consumed by the uncertainties surrounding the coronavirus pandemic. Cities and countries have shut down, and we find ourselves in a global state of alarm. Some of us are already feeling the impact, while others brace for what might come. We anxiously scan headlines, wondering what the future holds. This pervasive uncertainty can easily spiral into overwhelming worry and panic. However, Marcus Aurelius offers a calming perspective in his Meditations. Life is simply history, repeating itself. You're worried about losing your job, your financial stability, or your partner. Remember that millions have faced and are currently facing similar fears. Our experiences, though unique in their details, follow recurring patterns of human life. Consider the historical crises: the Black Death, SARS, the Spanish flu, Ebola, and the Antonine Plague. Each event was a significant challenge of its time, yet humanity endured and adapted. According to Aurelius, these crises are manifestations of life's recurring patterns. History teaches us that life's fundamental rhythm never changes. Everything is transient. Nothing is truly novel. Why then do we allow ourselves to be consumed by worry when it is merely life repeating itself? Worry arises when our minds dwell on negative thoughts, uncertain outcomes, or potential disasters. When we face uncertain or unpleasant situations such as financial difficulties or poor performance, our brains become hyperactive. Ironically, worrying can serve as a coping mechanism, prompting us to problem solve or take action, thereby calming our mind. Worrying is, in a way, a natural response to perceived threats. Concerns about unpaid bills, job interviews, or first dates are normal. However, worry becomes detrimental when it is persistent and uncontrollable, leading to significant emotional and physical health issues. Constantly fixating on what-ifs and worst-case scenarios takes a heavy toll on our well-being. We must recognize that our worries are not unique. What seems daunting today will become familiar tomorrow. Instead of succumbing to anxiety, we should strive to remain calm and grounded. Humans are remarkably adaptable and possess a unique ability to evolve with life's ever-changing pattern. For instance, during the pandemic, rather than being paralyzed by fear, we can focus on constructive actions. Engage in activities that bring joy and fulfillment, such as reading, learning a new hobby, connecting with loved ones. This approach not only alleviates anxiety, but also enriches our lives. Moreover, understanding that history repeats itself can help us navigate personal challenges. If you fear losing your job, consider enhancing your skills or exploring new career opportunities. If you're concerned about your health, adopt healthier lifestyle habits. By focusing on what we can control and making the most of each day, we align ourselves with the Stoic wisdom of embracing the present moment. In essence, serving ourselves means dedicating our energy to the present, free from the burdens of future uncertainty. This approach not only helps us manage stress, but also enables us to live more fulfilling lives. By embracing the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, we learn to see our challenges part of a larger, enduring narrative, allowing us to navigate life's ebb and flow with grace and resilience. In conclusion, everything in life is part of a recurring pattern. Our fears and worries, while real and significant, are not unique. They are echoes of past experiences, part of the timeless repetition of history. By understanding this, we can find peace in the present, knowing that we are capable of adapting and thriving, just as countless generations before us have done. Number 2. Ignore the noise. Marcus Aurelius once said, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." This insight reveals a fundamental paradox of human nature. We cherish ourselves, yet allow the judgments and opinions of others to shape our thoughts and actions. In today's noisy world, our thoughts are constantly bombarded by external opinions, judgments, and expectations. These voices, often driven by fear and greed, can significantly influence our fears and anxiety. The pervasive noise of others' opinions can trigger doubts about ourselves and our future, leading us to waste valuable time and energy worrying about what others think. Consider the example of job insecurity. Often, we find ourselves more concerned about what friends and family might think of us if we lose our job, rather than focusing on how to improve our situation. This stems from our innate desire for approval and acceptance, which can undermine our self-confidence and exacerbate our worry. The more we seek others' approval, the more we become enslaved by their opinions. The ancient Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, were ahead of their time in understanding the detrimental impact of external opinions. They taught that we cannot control what others think, and valuing things beyond our control diminishes our own power. No matter how hard we try, we cannot please everyone. There will always be those who judge, resent, or reject us. Worrying about their opinions is as futile as being upset about the weather. People's negative remarks may stem from ignorance, frustration, jealousy, or they might highlight something we genuinely need to improve. If the criticism is valid, we should address it. Otherwise, being upset by the rest is a waste of energy. Ignoring these external voices is crucial for maintaining inner peace and self-confidence. The current pandemic further amplifies the noise, particularly from the media. Media companies, driven by profit, often sensationalize news to provoke fear and worry, as fear generates clicks, and clicks generate revenue. It's essential to stay informed through reliable sources, but excessive consumption of sensationalized news can distort our perception, making us believe that the pandemic is the only significant event in the world. Instead of being overwhelmed by this noise, we should focus on what we can control. Engage in activities that bring joy and fulfillment, such as reconnecting with a long-lost friend or dedicating time to hobbies and skills you want to perfect. These actions not only divert our attention from negative news, but also enhance our well-being and personal growth. Ignoring the noise means prioritizing our own thoughts and actions over external opinions. For instance, if you are worried about your health, rather than being swayed by every new health scare in the media, focus on maintaining a healthy lifestyle, regular exercise, balanced diet, and adequate rest. Similarly, if financial stability concerns you, concentrate on budgeting, saving, and prudent spending, rather than fretting over economic forecasts. In personal relationships, rather than worrying about potential conflicts or misunderstandings, focus on effective communication and nurturing those connections. This approach can help build stronger and more meaningful relationships, free from the constant need for external validation. Moreover, dedicating time to self-care and personal growth can significantly reduce the influence of external noise. Activities like meditation, reading, or practicing a hobby can provide a much-needed break from the relentless external stimuli, allowing us to reconnect with ourselves and our values. In conclusion, the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius teaches us to ignore the noise and focus on what truly matters. By valuing our own opinions and actions over those of others, we can navigate life's challenges with greater confidence and tranquility. This approach not only helps us maintain inner peace, but also empowers us to live more authentically and purposefully. Embracing this Stoic philosophy enables us to rise above the clamor of external voices and lead a more fulfilling and balanced life. Number 3. Practice mindfulness. Marcus Aurelius wisely reminds us, "It is not the future or what is past that afflicts you, but always the present." This Stoic approach to mindfulness is about focusing on what you can control in any given moment and doing so with kindness and intention. Instead of fixating on worst-case scenarios, mindfulness encourages us to concentrate on the present, making the most of each moment. Imagine you're worried about your partner leaving you. Practicing mindfulness allows you to recognize and address the issues in your relationship. Instead of spiraling into fear and panic, mindfulness helps you engage constructively with your partner, working together to resolve conflicts and strengthen your bond. This approach not only reduces anxiety, but also enhances your appreciation for your partner and the relationship you share. Mindfulness also plays a crucial role in improving work efficiency and reducing stress. By staying present and focused, you're more likely to enter a state of flow, where you perform tasks with greater ease and enjoyment. This increased sense of well-being further diminishes stress levels, creating a positive feedback loop that benefits both your personal and professional life. You can start incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine through simple activities. Begin by being mindful of your eating habits, savoring each bite and appreciating the flavors and textures. Take regular walks, immersing yourself in the sights, sounds, and smells of your surrounding. Avoid multitasking at work. Instead, focus on one task at a time, giving it your full attention. Meditation is another powerful tool. Start with just 5 to 10 minutes a day and gradually increase to 20 minutes or more. This practice gives your mind a much-needed break from constant sensory stimulation, allowing it to settle naturally. In the context of our current global situation, where uncertainty reigns supreme, practicing mindfulness becomes even more essential. The COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted our daily routines, stripping away personal time that once provided natural moments of mindfulness, such as commutes or solo trips to the store. Now, it's vital to intentionally carve out time for mindful activities to recharge and stay grounded. Set aside time each day for mindfulness practice. Early morning, before the household stirs, can be an ideal moment to ground yourself. Morning mindfulness activities, such as deep breathing, meditation, or exercise, can set a positive tone for the rest of the day. These practices help center your mind and prepare you to face the day's challenges with calm and focus. Mindfulness can also be a collective family activity, helping everyone feel less anxious and more connected. Establish a daily family yoga session, take quiet walks in nature, or create a tradition where each family member shares one positive experience from their day over dinner. These activities not only foster mindfulness, but also strengthen family bonds and create a supportive home environment. For instance, imagine incorporating a mindfulness routine where every evening you and your family gather for a 10-minute meditation session. This shared practice can become a cherished ritual, providing a sense of stability and calm amidst the chaos of daily life. Similarly, a weekly family hike can serve as both exercise and a mindfulness exercise, encouraging everyone to appreciate the beauty of nature and the company of loved ones. By integrating mindfulness into your daily life, cultivate a habit of staying present and engaged. This practice helps you navigate life's uncertainties with grace and resilience. It teaches you to appreciate the small moments, to find joy in the mundane, and to maintain a sense of peace regardless of external circumstance. Ultimately, practicing mindfulness is about more than just stress reduction. It's a way of life that enhances your overall well-being, enriches your relationships, and empowers you to live more fully in the present. As Marcus Aurelius and the Stoics teach us, focusing on the present moment allows us to see and act on what truly matters, bringing clarity and purpose to our lives. By embracing mindfulness, we learn to navigate the ever-changing patterns of life with a calm and centered mind, finding strength and serenity in the here and now. Number 4. Serve yourself. Marcus Aurelius succinctly reminds us, life is short, that's all there is to say. Get what you can from the present, thoughtfully, justly. This profound statement encapsulates the essence of mindful living, extracting value from the present moment with wisdom and fairness. We humans navigate what researchers call a delayed return environment. Most choices we make today do not yield immediate benefits. For instance, performing well at work today translates into a paycheck weeks later. Saving money now secures our future retirement. Many facets of modern life are structured around delayed rewards, unlike the immediate concerns of other animals who focus on evading predators or finding shelter from a storm. This delayed return environment often induces chronic stress and anxiety. Our neocortex, the newest part of our brain associated with higher reasoning, has scarcely evolved since our Paleolithic ancestors existed 200,000 years ago. Meanwhile, societal evolution has accelerated, creating a mismatch between our ancient brain and our modern world. This disparity fuels much of the worry and stress we experience today. While we cannot reverse the timeline of our civilization, we can shift our focus from long-term anxieties daily routines that address these issues. For example, instead of fretting about longevity, commit to a daily walk. Instead of stressing about losing weight for an event, concentrate on preparing a healthy dinner tonight. This strategy hinges on ensuring your daily routines provide regular rewards and mitigate future worries. Consider the ongoing pandemic. Rather than being consumed by the uncertainty, ask yourself, how can I make the most of today? You might decide to read a book you've been meaning to start or learn a new hobby. This period could also be an opportunity to eliminate harmful habits you previously couldn't due to work or life constraints. If job security is a concern, redirect your energy towards acquiring a new skill that enhances your employability or opens doors to an exciting career. By focusing on the present, you not only make the most of your current situation, but also build a foundation for a more secure future. In essence, serving yourself means dedicating your energy to the present moment, free from the burdens of future uncertainty. By adopting this approach, we align ourselves with the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, embracing life as it unfolds and living thoughtfully and justly. This practice allows us to harness the full potential of today, making our lives richer and more fulfilling. The essence of this philosophy is not merely about living in the moment, but about making conscious decisions that serve our present needs while being mindful of their future implications. By focusing on what we can control and making the most of each day, we can reduce the anxiety and stress that often accompany thoughts of the future. This shift in focus from long-term problems to daily routines is a powerful way to manage stress and enhance our well-being. For example, you are concerned about your health. Instead of worrying about potential future illnesses, you could start incorporating healthy habits into your daily routine. This might include eating nutritious meals, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. By doing so, you are taking proactive steps to improve your health, which can. Number 5. Serve others. Marcus Aurelius asks us, is helping others less valuable to you, not worth your effort? The Stoics believe that every moment presents another opportunity to practice kindness. When plague and famine ravaged the Roman Empire, dead bodies began to pile up. Despite the richest individuals fleeing for safety, Marcus Aurelius chose to stay in Rome. He stood bravely, doing everything within his power to mitigate the crisis. He summoned priests of every sect and doctors of every specialty, touring the empire to employ every purifying technique known at the time. Marcus Aurelius attended funerals, gave speeches, and showed up for his people, assuring them that he did not value his safety above his responsibility. Kept himself strong for others, not deluding them with false hope or misleading information. He was so moved by the people's suffering that he publicly wept after overhearing someone say, "Blessed are they who died in the plague." This exemplifies that a good leader is not only strong, but also deeply empathetic. Many of us like to think of ourselves as kind and committed to helping society, but often we fall short of our intentions. The busyness of our daily lives and excessive worries about the future can make us forget about those around us who need help today. Kindness doesn't always require financial resources. There are numerous ways to be kind that don't involve money. You can show respect to others, donate your time to help a group, or give away old items you no longer need, such as clothes or household appliances. Volunteering at local organizations is another impactful way to contribute. Acts of kindness help us demonstrate a positive identity and make us feel proud of ourselves. This self-confidence reduces our worries about the unknown. For example, if you have a neighbor struggling with groceries, offering to help them shop, or sharing your excess can be an act of kindness that builds community and strengthens social bond. Similarly, mentoring a young person or volunteering at a local food bank can provide immense value both to the recipient and to you as the giver. In this video, we've been given the opportunity to help people suffering due to the ongoing pandemic. We've partnered with the Iron Welfare Society, a non-governmental organization working tirelessly during the pandemic to provide relief to the poor and needy in various parts of India. They distribute groceries, masks, and sanitizers to the families of migrant laborers, domestic helpers, drivers, and other daily workers left without income or means to procure essentials due to the lockdown. The Iron Welfare Society also supports the government, administration, and hospitals by providing PPE kits, infrared thermometers, and sanitizers for doctors and nurses. If you'd like to contribute, please click on the link in the description. At Stoic Quotes 365 and the Iron Welfare Society, we are incredibly grateful for any amount you wish to donate. Your contributions will be used to buy groceries and hygiene-related supplies to help those who are in need and suffering right now. By serving others, we not only help them, but also enrich our own lives. Marcus Aurelius' example teaches us the value of selfless service and the profound impact it can have. When we make an effort to support others, we cultivate a sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcends our personal worries and anxieties. This aligns perfectly with the Stoic philosophy of living a virtuous life, focused on the greater good and the well-being of our community. Incorporating this lesson into your daily routine can be transformative. Whether it's small acts of kindness or larger commitments, each effort counts. Reflect on how you can serve those around you, be it through direct assistance, volunteering, or simply being a source of support and encouragement. The more we engage in these acts, the more we contribute to a compassionate and resilient society. In conclusion, by adopting these 5 Stoic practices from Marcus Aurelius, you can significantly reduce your worries and live a more tranquil life. Remember, everything is just history repeating itself, so there's no need to be overwhelmed by current events. Practice mindfulness to stay grounded in the present and serve others to find purpose and fulfillment. Always keep in mind that your happiness depends on you, not external circumstances. By applying these principles, you can navigate life's challenges with calm and resilience. If you found these insights helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe to Stoic Quotes 365 for more wisdom from the great philosophers. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update, and leave a comment below on which Stoic practice you plan to incorporate into your life. Thank you for watching, and stay Stoic.